Hey y'all, I'm Lily, and today I'm so excited to be making watercolor linen napkins with you. I love these because they're so easy and it's way less expensive than buying them in the store. Let's go ahead and get started. First step of working with dye is make sure that you've got gloves on, your surface is covered, and if you care about your clothes, make sure you put an apron on. Now we're actually using RIT dye here in 3 different colors. The important thing to know is that we actually heated our water up. It doesn't have to be boiling, but make sure that it's pretty hot, and then follow the instructions on the bottle to add your liquid dye to the water. Now last step is I'm adding about 1/3 cup of salt to each one of my dyes. That's gonna actually help set our color. And then we wanna just go ahead and stir it so that our salt starts to dissolve a little bit. The first style of watercolor dyeing we're gonna do is we are actually gonna do a dipped ombre effect. We're using a flour sack towel, and we just wanna make sure that we actually fold it the way we want it to lay on our dinner table. Doesn't have to be perfect, just like this. Now you wanna make sure that you have something to transfer your towel into after you dip it. So we've got just a plastical bucket from the dollar store. What we're gonna do is dip it straight down into our blue dye. And again, you've got gloves on, so you can stick your fingers in there, and you're gonna go pretty far down. And we're gonna lift it up. And then we're gonna keep dyeing down. So again, we wanna do an ombre effect. So you don't wanna dip down as far. You wanna wring it out. And then we're gonna transfer it to our container right here. Make sure that the dyed side is down, so if any drips, it gets in the bucket. And we're gonna set this aside. Our next technique of watercolor is gonna be painting our dye on our flour sack towel. We've laid it out on our covered surface, and we've got 3 brushes because we've got 3 different colors of dye, and we're using foam brushes because they actually soak up the dye much better. Now, if you wanna be really precise, you can actually tape off your lines, but I actually like the uneven look. So all we're gonna do to get started is dip our brush into our dye. And then, simple as this, we're just going to paint our lines straight across. The water will lay on the top for a little bit, but that's okay. It will soak in, and remember, doesn't have to be perfect. So here's a tip. Do your lines in different sizes and make sure to leave white space in between. You'll like the way the design turns out better at the end. Okay, once you finish this, we're gonna put it in a bucket and let it sit for a few minutes. Next step is to take our towels while they're still wet, rinse them under cold water to get out the excess dye. Some people say you should wash them right away, but here's what I found to work the best. Is actually throw them in the dryer on high heat for about 30 to 40 minutes, and it sets the color. Then you can go ahead and wash them. So let's go ahead and do it. After we've washed and dried our napkin, it's ready to use. How cute does this guy look? And check out this technique. We actually double dipped both sides so you get a dual ombre effect. How cute is that? Last but not least, we have our painted version. How pretty. You can even use this as a kitchen towel. Now, do you have a cool dye project? I'd love for you to share it with us. Make sure to tag Craftbox Girls, and if you've got a friend that would like to do this, please share this video. That's all I've got for you guys today. Bye, y'all.